Have you guys ever had a day where you don't feel good enough for something? Or a day where maybe you don't feel loved enough or worth enough for something? Maybe it's smart enough to do something. It's kind of like the bar is up here and you kind of measure in about halfway, you don't quite make it. Yeah. As I've kind of talked with people as I've travelled around, I've realised that these sort of lies of not measuring up or not being enough, there's something that each and every one of us can kind of fill in that sentence of, I am not something, right? We all kind of have these lies that we believe about ourselves. A few years back, what I realised is that for every time I would say, I'm not something, Christ would come back at that and say, yes, you are. I'd say, I'm not loved enough. And Christ would say, you are loved so much more than you know. I'd say, I'm not beautiful enough. And Christ would come back at that and say, you are beautiful, you're wonderful. I'd say, I'm not worth very much and that I don't really matter. And Christ would come back at that and say, you are worth so much more than you know. I made you for greatness. You know, this is the truth that he not only speaks to me, but it's the truth that he speaks to each and every one of us over and over and over again. You are wanted. You are cherished and adored. You are beloved. And nothing can ever change that. You know, Christ stands in the middle of our darkness, in the middle of our pain and our brokenness, in the middle of these lies that we believe about ourselves. And he lifts our face so that we can see him face to face. And he says, these lies that you believe about yourself, this is not the truth of who you are. This is not your true identity. Come and sit and let me tell you who you are, because you are loved wilder and more passionately than you can possibly ever dare to imagine or dream. Let me show you how much you are loved. You know, Christ says, this is not who you are because you are mine and you are loved. And the beautiful thing is that no lie can change the truth that God speaks. We might not be able to see it. We might not be able to hear it so clearly with everything that goes on in the world. You know, we have so many pressures, so many things, so many expectations that sometimes it can be hard to hear the voice of truth. But it doesn't change the voice of truth. God says, I am and you are. And no lie will change that. So this next song that I want to share with you is a song that I wrote a few years back when the lies were really screaming a whole lot louder than the truth for me. And it's kind of a song that Jesus was singing to me at the time, just reminding me of those truths that counteracted the lies that I was believing. So this song is called For All the Times, because it is a song for those times when we need an extra reminder of that truth. For all the times you don't get told, hear me say I love you. For all the times you don't feel beautiful, hear me say you're beautiful, wonderful. This is not who you are. This is not who you are. You're mine. You're mine. times you feel alone, hear me say I love you. For all the times that you were told that no one would care, felt my heart beat for you. For all the times you don't feel good enough, hear me say you're worth more than you know. This is not who you are. This is not who you are. You're mine. You're mine. For all the times it gets too much, feel my arms hold you. This is not who you are. This is not who you are. You're mine. You're mine. For all the times you don't get told, hear me say I love you.